out there. Let me grab my other phone. Grab my phone. Got on my Cash is King shirt. You know, on the back it says, if you can read this. On the back it says, if you can read this, you're too close. You know what I'm saying? You know what that means? You know, I'm not a very social person. If you want some Cash is King merch, it's in the merch store. Description down below. Check it out. It's there. It's there. You know, they say you build it and they will come. Well, I've built it, bad golly. It's time somebody come over there and grab it up. Thanks everybody for coming in. If you're watching on a replay, you're awesome. Love you. Thank you very much. I'm down here at the chicken murder capital of the world. Chicken murder capital of the world. Waiting on a load. Waiting on a load to come through. You know, it ain't where I want to be right now, but you know, this is where I'm at. So this is what I'm doing. I'm at the chicken processing plant down here. We in Georgia. I rest assured, knowing Georgia's on your mind. If everybody could hit that like button when you come in, y'all know the routine. Let me get off my wallet. Hurts my butt sitting on that wallet all day. Drinking straight out my pee bottle. It's delicious and it's sterile. That's what I hear. It's delicious and it's sterile. So that's what I do. Let me hit the like button on my own video. There we go. There we go. Was watching some YouTube earlier. I can't remember the guy's name, but he had 500, almost 500 people in a live show. I was like, man, whose leg you gotta hump to make that happen? You know what I'm saying? Wasn't even really talking either. It was a little confusing to me. I was like, why is almost 500 people watching this? This is not even entertaining. You people just coming in, you know. You gotta wear your own merch. Now that I got a merch tent, I don't think I'll buy a shirt anywhere else. You know what I mean? My kids are going to be wearing Cash is King shirts. I'm wearing Cash is King shirts. You know what I mean? I got them leggings on there. You know, buy a couple pair of those for the old lady. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Where's everybody at tonight? What's everybody doing? Let's get to it. Let's talk some trucking. You know, I don't know how long I'll keep this charade going tonight. You know, I'm hoping they load this trailer. Here's the key. I got her pre-cooling. I knew this place. I didn't even start it before I got here. I just now clicked it on. But went over there, checked in. They sent me over here to the drop yard. You know how it is. You know how it is when you're loading. If you've ever loaded at a chicken processing plant, when they send you to the drop yard, you're probably 4 or 5 hours in at that point. You're going to be waiting like 4 or 5 hours. So if you've ever been there, you know how it is. You already know. Although I will say the trucks have been moving out of here pretty good, so maybe we're not too far behind. We're not too far behind. Let me get to some comments here. Thanks everybody for dropping in. Thanks everybody. There's DIY Semi, Kim Jong Cash. You better believe it. You better believe it. I'm all about it. I'm all about it when you put me in charge. I didn't know you'd be up this late, DIY. We should have did a StreamYard. Jerome Jones in the house, also known AKA Big Money, if you know what I'm talking about. Big Dog Trucker 68 in the house. What's up, channel member? Says, hey, Cash, what's up? Nick G, dang ads again, LOL. Yeah, watch those ads. Click on those ads. Go sign up for whatever they tell you to sign up for. You know what I mean? I am not against selling out. If anybody wants to buy me, my email's down there in the description. By all means, get down there and get it. Gotta get my lips wet, you know. Need to wet my beak a little bit, as they say. Joe Gampa's in the house. What's up, Joe Gampa? Paul Harris, the man and the legend. Thank you, sir, for stopping by. 2 for 1's in the house. Says that thumb though. Oh dear, here we go. Yeah, that got to get that thumb in. I got a hitchhiker thumb. Look at that thing. Look at that thing bend backwards. You know, like it's the ultimate beer opener. You know, genetically engineered to open Miller Lite. Genetically engineered. Let me see here. CJ Hudson in the house. What's on, bro? 2 for 1 in the house. Dan says, new to your channel, first live. Thanks for coming in, Dan. Appreciate you. Everybody give Dan a big round of applause. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate all the nude people in here. There he is. There's Snorlord in the house. What's up, brother? Snorlord has a great channel. If you guys didn't know, go check out Snorlord. I enjoy his live shows as well. Very informative. Very informative. I like that Snorlord. I don't always have to agree with everything he says, but I can at least like process it. You know what I mean? It's not like he's trying to tell you, cram information at you like, you know, like a you know, major news network. It's a good conversation. I recommend people check it out. Let's see. Also, I will say, if anybody's got a channel they would like to promote in here, by all means, drop a link to your channel if you want to promote your channel. I'm all about that. Thanks for stopping by, Snorlord. Paul Harris in the house. Get that checked. Don't think it's supposed to be that orange. You're saying that's not healthy? That look, I mean, like, you know, I grew up near a nuclear plant, I'll say that. It glows in the dark. It glows in the dark. It's very nutritious. Manuel in the house. What part of Georgia? We up here in, we're like the, what would that be, like, the northeastern side of Georgia. I typically don't give away my location directly, you know, on a live show, because, you know, I never know. Somebody may come over here and punch me in the head. I'm trying to prevent punches to the head. Thanks everybody for stopping by, though. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you've ever picked up at a chicken processing plant, you know how bad this can be sitting here by yourself. You know, everybody's in the bed at my house. I can't call and bug anybody there. You know, so I get to hang out with you guys. Big Dog Trucker 68 says, sitting at Save-A-Lot distribution plant, City, Florida, waiting since 7 p.m. to get 6 pallets unloaded. Oh, bro, you probably be there this time tomorrow. No, we hope not, but Save-A-Lot's not one of my favorites. There's one up in Illinois I go to occasionally. I haven't been there in months, but I've been there like 10 times probably. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. What's your guys' favorite grocery store distribution? You know, Costco, always great. You know, I always do good at Costco. Aldi's okay. Aldi can be a hit or miss, but most of the time pretty good. Meijer, I usually do pretty good at Meijer's. Walmart is meh. Walmart's probably the medium, like, you know, they're not great, but they're not the worst, you know. They're kind of a middle of the road. Let's see here. Yeah, I hope you get out of that Save-A-Lot. JH says, Cash, never sit your arse on a wallet. It causes back problems. Yeah, I always know when I got mine in. I got this purple cushion. It really helps a lot. I dig the purple cushion. DIY Semi says, I got my Cash is King shirt. There you go. I recommend, if you've got a Cash is King shirt, wear it during the live show. You know, it's like wearing a Jordan jersey to the game. You know, you get mad respect for that. Thank you for getting a shirt, by the way, DIY. I appreciate that. Nick G says, I got me a truck today. Woo, man, there we go. That's a life-changing event. Nick G got a truck today. Congratulations, Nick. Says be on that road next week. 8812 split. Good job. Good job. That's good. That's good. Hopefully you got a truck that you like, and I hope it all works out for you. I really do. If there's anything we can do to help over here, just let us know. The Grumpy Trucker says, did you watch the TikTok video that I sent you? Grumpy Trucker. Grumpy Trucker. Did you email that to me? That may have got caught up. I did not see that. I did not see that. I will check that out, though. If you emailed it, yeah, I'll have to go back and look. Gary Bates, Arkansas to Louisiana. There you go. Gary Bates knocking it out of the park, I'm sure, on Arkansas to Louisiana. Yeah, hopefully you on that I-49 or one of those good runs down through there. Grumpy Trucker checking in, boss. Thank you very much. Nick G says, hit that like button. I couldn't agree more. Smokehouse says, get dinner, get a nap, and wait for a phone call. Yeah, that's chicken processing all day. I ate an early dinner, so I think I'm good. I've been trying to eat a little earlier, so I'm not eating as much at night. Boy, I fell off the wagon last night, let me tell you. I think I jumped off the wagon onto another wagon that was going the wrong direction as far as eating. I went into the Flying J and got me 2 pieces of pizza. Oh my God. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to do that. I hadn't ate a Tums in probably a month. It'd been a month since I took one of these. I bet I've took 3 of these today. My stomach has been all kind of bad all day. I don't know what's in that pizza. I'm pretty sure that's some sort of oil they put on that. They oil that pan before because that pizza's so greasy. I'm pretty sure that's oil you shouldn't be eating. That's probably not fit for human consumption. Nick G says, I watched those ads for you, brother. Yeah, hey, you can, on the live show, I get it, because when I go to watch other people's live show, I typically just click because I want to see what's going on. I don't want to miss the show. But typically, if I'm watching a video of somebody else's, I would watch it. But I have YouTube Premium now. No ads, man. I'm telling you guys, if you watch a lot of YouTube, I couldn't recommend YouTube Premium more. I pay like $21 a month, and I got 6 people on my family account. So it works out to what is that, $3.50 a person? For $3.50 a person, no ads. So, yeah, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Thank you, Nick G. I appreciate you. Colorado B in the house. Chicken murder capital, ? Alabama, ? We're talking Georgia. This little area I'm in right here, there's if they got a big name chicken, processing plant, they got a facility in this area. This is I don't know if it's truly the chicken murder capital of the world, but it's got to be damn close, because I'm telling you, this little 5-mile radius right here, I pick up chicken here from different facilities. Ooh, I am thirsty today. It has been hot and humid. That was a fail. It's been hot and humid down here today, so yeah, been drinking a lot of water. I think that pizza had a little bit to do with it yesterday as well. Let me see if I can flip you guys around here for a minute. You can see what I see. There you go. That's how we live in these days. Rainy, stinky, dirt, nasty lots. I vacuumed this truck before I went live. Got my Ryobi vacuum. This thing, dog. This thing. If you got Ryobi batteries, you know I got a Ryobi leaf blower that I use. So I think if you're on the Ryobi batteries, you can get this at Home Depot for like $30. And let me tell you, it is way better than that little truck stop vacuum. This thing right here gets it done. You know, but if you're not on the Ryobi batteries, you know, like I didn't have to buy a battery. I just bought this for $30. You know, I like keeping a clean truck. I'm a clean it as I go type person. I don't like to let anything get out of hand. I like to clean it as I go. So, let's see here. Let me get back to some comments. Where we at? Where we at? Dang, I'm way behind again. Here we go. I think I might have just got some dirt in my hair from my vacuum. Wonder if I could vacuum my hair. If I'm gonna do it, I'll do it live. I promise. We'll do it live. Dan's in the house from Motown. What's up, Dan? How's the weather up there? G in the house. Hey, man, what's up? Road Float's in the house. Channel member Road Float. I ain't seen you in a minute, brother. You been busy? Didn't I see the other day, I think it was in Trucking Answers, live show. You took the flatbed back to Swift, and let's see, what happened to your forehead? Oh, I got a 5 head, bro. Look at that. I'm losing all that hair. I don't know. maybe it's the shadows. I don't know. No telling. No telling with me, bro. No telling me. I got that Klingon forehead. That's official Klingon. I'm ribbed for her pleasure. Come on with it. Come on with it. Oh, man, got it all day like that. JH says, are you in DIY pathological or biological, brothers? We are both. We are both. You know, I couldn't, you know, we're still waiting on a DNA test to come back to see if we're like, you know, full-blooded or not, but I think we are. Yeah. The things me and DIY have so much in common. It's a little weird, honestly. We drive the same car. Like, I'm not even playing, like the exact same car, same color, same everything. We didn't coordinate none of that. Like, it's just weird. It's just weird. But yeah. Paul Harris says 105 is the temp of a bird. Hopefully it's going to be cooler when they stack those birds in your trailer. Yeah, I'm hoping those birds have already been de-feathered. I'm hoping those birds have been de-feathered and the giblets have been removed or added or whatever they do to those things. I'm hoping the necks have been removed. You know, I think we're picking up like I don't know what we're picking up, honestly. I don't know. To be honest with you, I know it's chicken. That's about all I know. We're getting chicken. 20 degrees, that's what we're going to run it at. We got the Reefer already pre-cooled. She's at 20. So yeah, hopefully they ain't got no feathers on them by the time they get them ready. I'm hoping they've already got them processed. Maybe they're flash cooling them or something. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't ask a lot of questions. He told me they ain't ready yet, and I said, okay. I'm out of here. I got a YouTube live I gotta go do. Chicken hauler in the house. What's going on? Have some flash flooding here in North Alabama. Yeah, man, it'd been raining for like 3 days straight now. Come on with this rain already. My windshield's holding up good, though. I'm gonna say that. Had my windshield replaced, and it leaked. You know, if you've ever had a Cascadia, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if the new body styles are like that, but if you got an 09 to 2018, you probably got a leaking windshield. I got new windshield put in, leaked like, I mean, crazy leak. Guy had to come out, redo the rubber, put some silicone in it. You know, usually it's not your, sometimes, well, I won't say usually, sometimes it's not your windshield, it's your clearance lights up above, but my clearance lights have like I put like Gorilla Glue on those things and then silicone on top of that. So I got that fixed. But my windshield, after I had it replaced, it was leaking a little bit. Guy come over, fixed it. You know, it is what it is. Colorado B in the house says, I used to load at Pilgrim's Pride in Albertville, Alabama. Took ages. Yeah, it's so hit or miss. There was one I picked up at a while back, a chicken processing plant. I literally was there for like an hour. Best experience I ever had. The load was only 9,000 pounds, so it was only like 10 pallets. So maybe that had something to do with it. This is a full load. This is 20 pallets. 20 or 22. I can't remember. Full load, 39,000 and some change. So it's a load. It's a full load. I would like to get this loaded and start heading north with it tonight. Is my goal. I'd like to turn it and burn it a little bit tonight. Snorlord says, thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no problem, Snorlord. I like that morning coffee show you've been doing here lately. That's a good one. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, anybody wants to drop a link to their channel, feel free to drop a link. I do not mind that at all. I like to cross, promote channels. So if you got channels you want to drop links to, by all means, go for it. Might find a new viewer or two. Paul Harris says, that's what scared me with processing plants, wait times. Did you last month's waiting times? I did last month's waiting times, but I did not get a good count. I lost the piece of paper for like a week, and I didn't want to guess at it, so I started it over for this month. We'll get this month. I'm going to say last month was horrible, though. I mean, I would say I was probably like 4 hours average last month. I mean, I had some doozies last month. Some doozies. But yeah, last month was a rough one. But I had like one out when I went out and back. I thought I'd lost the piece of paper, and then I found it on the other side of the passenger seat. So, but yeah, I would say probably 4 hours, something like that. But I'm keeping track of it again this month, so it'll be updated. But yeah, I'm glad you said that because I needed to let everybody know that. Colorado B says, I've been to Gainesville, Georgia, loading chicken. Hate that place also. Yeah, no doubt. Steven says, love that chicken from Popeyes. Come on. Has anybody noticed the chicken tenders at Popeyes? The chicken's getting thinner, but the breading's getting thicker. Yeah, have anybody noticed that? I like that blackened ranch or whatever the hell they got over there. That sauce. Oh, I could put that sauce on everything. For sure. Chicken hauler, luckily I bring the chickens in still clucking, so I don't have to wait. Yeah, I would imagine you get priority when you come in with live chickens. I know most of these chicken processing plants I go to, you don't get in the way of the guy bringing in the chickens. That's like a a written rule. Like they post that on the wall, like live chickens, get out the way. There's a guy over here looking for a trailer. He's circling the lot. I don't guess he's looking for that trailer. I thought that was his company. That's a Hellwig trailer right there. Hellwig. Let's see. Colorado B says Grocer Supply. Grocer Supply in Houston is the worst. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been there, but that fits the MO. Associated Grocers is one for me that I always have a tough time with. Associated Grocers. Especially that one in, I think it's South Haven, Mississippi. It's like, they just tell you, you show up at your appointment time and they're like, yeah, go park on the street. And it's like, well, bro, I showed up at my appointment time and they're like, hey, go park on the street. It's like the only thing they know is to tell you to go park on the street. Paul Harris says, I did that save a lot, but it was a while ago. Not too bad unloading times, but never 6 hours. Yeah, that 6 hours can be a bummer. My appointment here is not until 11 o'clock Georgia time. So, I was like 2 hours early. So I'm not like crushed that they told me to come down here, Um, I wasn't crushed. Let's see. Big Dog Trucker 68 says, yeah, now I'm finding out why this load paid $950 from Miami. Yeah, there's a little bit of that, I think. When loads pay really good, it's like, they know. Like when I get those multi-stop loads, and I'll have like 3 deliveries one day, and then the next day I'll literally have 1 delivery, and then my next delivery on the 3rd day will be like 10 miles away, and I'm like, why didn't they do those on the same day? And then I get to that 1 stop a day, and I'm like, oh, this is why, because it takes 12 hours to unload 4 pallets, that type of place. Smokehouse is in here. Smith's isn't bad. Layton, Utah. Okay, yeah, I had a buddy of mine that used to work doing local work for Smith's. Smokehouse, HEB was okay. North Texas. I've yet to be in one of those stores. I've heard people say those stores are crazy. Like, going in there shopping. G says, how is emissions treating you? Okay. I mean, seems to be okay. I don't want to jinx myself. I do have this intermittent thing I'm going to have to get taken care of before winter comes around. Occasionally I get a code that says I'm not getting proper circuitry. I'm not getting proper current to my DEF tank heater. It just flashes a check engine light. I check the code, and then it goes away. Now, I did some research on this, and people say if you go along your wiring harness for that heat pump, sometimes it's just like a frayed wire. So, if I catch me a pretty day when I'm at the yard, I'll get under there and peel everything back and look at it. But I'm not really excited about doing that at a truck stop because I hate getting down on the ground at a truck stop. It's just, oh, these people, man, these gross ass people throwing bags of poop and, you just never know. You just never know. I seen a guy dump something out of his driver window today, and it was very foamy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know what that is, but that's the reason I'm not going to get out there and roll around on the ground. I did a little light checking yesterday on it. I tried to look at the wiring harness from above, because it all comes into the top of the tank. I tried to look at it a little bit. I couldn't really find anything. I got to do some more research on it, but it's intermittent. Like it'll do it and then it'll go away, and it'll do it and then it'll go away. So it leads me to believe it's probably what everybody says it is, and it's probably a wire that's touching something that it shouldn't be touching, or there's probably a rub point. Somebody's probably wire tied something to something that needs to be adjusted or fixed. If I can find the problem, I'll just cut the piece out, re-solder it, put some heat shrink on it, put, half a roll of Gorilla Tape on top of that, I'd rather do it myself than send it to the shop, because you know how stuff like that goes. You send it in there for a loose wire, and all of a sudden you need a new DEF heater, and you need a new DEF tank, and you need a new, I don't play that. If I can fix it myself, I'm gonna fix it myself. But my emissions have been okay. They're serviceable. So you got to service them. That's the key. It's the key. You got to keep them serviced. Al John's in the house. What's up, Al John's? Hey, Cash. Been a minute. Yeah, I've been checking out some of your videos. If you guys don't know, Al Johns plays guitar. He is a damn good guitarist. I wish I could play like that. I tried playing guitar as a kid, and in my like late teens, like after high school, I did play pretty regular. You know, I learned a little bit about guitar. You know, being from the Nashville area, it's almost like you gotta play guitar. But yeah, I wish I could play like Al Johns. Go check him out. If you guys don't know, check him out. Paul Harris says, I'm itching to get back to trucking. Should be back sometime next week or the next. Yeah, get out there, Paul. What are you waiting on? Paul Harris says, maybe it's a good thing the sit-down restaurants are closing for our health. Yeah, I'm going to recommend, especially in this day and age, do not leave the house without getting yourself some food. You know, like the fast food joints are like, I mean, I would recommend you not eat at the fast food joints anyway, but boy, the hours on those. Like I said, I was up in Kentucky the other day at a Love's. Got up, went inside, and there was literally one person working at that Love's, and the Hardee's was supposed to have been open, but it was closed. And the guy, this was like 4:30 in the morning, and I heard the one guy working tell somebody that the Hardee's was probably not going to be open till 7 or 8 o'clock because couldn't get nobody to come in. So bring your own food with you. You know, I recommend that either way, but yeah, especially right now. You know, and winter's coming on. I always recommend in the winter, keep 3 to 4 days worth of food minimum in the truck. You know, some canned meat, you know, stuff like that. I love those canned hams. Keep you some canned ham. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Canned ham and aluminum foil, you don't even need a microwave. You know, I'm just telling you. Fire up your truck. You know, if you get stranded somewhere, fire up your truck and set that ham up on the head for a while. You know, on some aluminum foil. That stuff will get hot. Canned chicken. You know, just anything like that. But yeah, it could be a good thing. CJ says 2 slices of Flying J pizza. Bless you, brother. You have a brave soul. Yeah, I get that. I get that Flying J pizza because it's a tax write-off. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but take that box that it comes in and wipe it on your tires, and you can count that as tire shine. Man, your tires, literally your tires will be shiny for 3 months. That stuff is so waterproof. It's better than the Meguiar's tire shine. Yeah, little fun fact there. Kelly Patterson's in the house, even handsome. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Twofer says, looks like Bitcoin is going to zero again. Cash, you got to get DIY off zero. What is Bitcoin these days? Boy, this phone right here, it's got some real problems. I think it's getting toward the end of its lifespan here. Hang on a second. You got to close it out to get the home button to work. Not good. Not good. Let's see what Bitcoin is right now. A little Bitcoin update from my fans. Bits coin is, that looks pretty good. What is that? 59? Woo-wee. Woo-wee. Dang, at one point Bitcoin was like down to almost 40 grand this month. Bitcoin, come on, man. Come on, man. Look at that. Almost $55,000 of Bitcoin. Woo-wee. Come on with it. Yeah. I'll have to check my Bitcoin account. I purposely don't check that account. I bought Bitcoin at about $12,000 of Bitcoin, and it went up, and I took my money out, and I just let everything else ride. So, you know, technically I got some money in Bitcoin, but I don't have money in Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like I could have took it out and cleared the money, but I said, hey, let it ride. You know, the way I look at it is I've got nothing in it at this point. And if, you know, I'm going to leave my investments for my kids. I'm not planning on spending that money. You know what I mean? I'm going to work to the day I die. That's how I plan on doing it, you know? That's how I plan. I'm going to work to the day I die. Maybe not trucking, maybe not full time. But you know, I'll be that guy down at the Home Depot. You know, I'll be that guy down there at the Home Depot. You know, hiding from you when you need help. I don't know if this yard guy knows it or not, but he's got a trailer door open. I wonder if he realizes that trailer door's open, because that trailer is loaded. I hope he doesn't try to back that in somewhere. That is gonna be no bueno. I think he's going to that spot right there. Maybe he sees that. I don't know. I'll honk a horn before I let him hit something with it. Now, if a box of chicken falls out, I'm going to get out there and pick it up. I'm just saying. Little muddy chicken never stopped me. Little muddy chicken, you know what I'm saying? That was a dance I perfected in the 80s, the muddy chicken. Anybody familiar with the muddy chicken? Oh man, oh man. I think he realizes he's got a door open. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. I hope he does anyway. I don't know. It's raining. I ain't getting out there in the rain. Let me get caught up on some. Let me stop ranting about every little thing and get caught up here. Cooking pizza in Rotella. Okay. Rotella. Okay. Paul Harris says, evening, Kelly. Ooh, you meant Cash? Yeah, what up, everybody? Everybody say hi. Everybody say hi. BT Trucking says, where you headed? Back to the Minnesota. You know what I mean? I've been out for too long. Let's see, I left out last Saturday. So I'm gonna get home. No, wait, what day did I leave out? Hang on. Here I go ranting about everything. Did he get out and close that door? I think he got out and closed that door. Let's see. I left out. I don't know what that would have been. 30, 29, 28, 27. Yeah, I did leave out last Saturday, I think, is when that was. So it's been almost 2 weeks. By the time I get home, it'll be 2 weeks. So yeah. 2 weeks. That's enough for me. I'm going home. Let's see. Kelly says light meat or dark meat. I'll take any of it. Boy, he is cutting that close. He is cutting that close. He's got it down though. He's good at his job. Close don't count, right? DIY Semi says nothing like the smell of rotten chicken blood. Hey, it's one of my. I'm getting used to it. You know what I mean? I'm getting used to it. Kelly Patterson says I'm northeast of Houston and it's nice here. Okay, yeah, it's raining like cats and dogs here. You know what I'm saying? Twofer says, hey, it could always be worse, like a rendering plant. I mean, that's kind of what this is, I think, a processing plant. They got a place where they bring the live chickens in over there. Paul Harris says, the blower was the best investment I made as a company driver. Nothing worse than a dirty trailer that you have to sweep. Yeah. That little Ryobi is, with the battery, is about 120. The one I got, I used it today. I get in the trailer, I pick up all the big stuff that I wouldn't want to blow out on the ground, you know, and make a mess. I pick all that stuff up and put it in a bag, throw it in the garbage, you know, like a decent human being. You know, pat myself on the back here, and then I take the blower to all the little stuff and just blow it out, you know. The way I look at it is, if I could hit it with a lawnmower and I wouldn't really care to hit it with a lawnmower, I blow it out. But if it's bigger than that, I pick it up because I don't. The guy that mows the grass at the truck stop, I don't want to tear up his lawnmower. But yeah, get you a leaf blower, man. They worth it. Bruce coming out of left field saying all trucking companies are scum. That's one man's take on it. Road Float says been around regrouping, bought a truck, couple of weeks off in Lake Havasu City, Arizona with friends. Back at it soon. There you go. What's up? Love Mom. Hello, Cash. Hey, how's it going? Colorado B says I seen a real bad wreck today on I-40 New Mexico westbound. Werner trailer in the ditch and sleeper was ripped off in the road. Whoo! I was going eastbound. Yeah. Say a prayer for those drivers when you see something like that, man. When you see something like that. I seen a Werner blow a scale house today like it wasn't nothing. I mean, dude, just blew the damn thing. Like, didn't even care. Just said, I'm gone. And it wasn't a scale house that gave, pre-pass. It was a non-pre-pass scale, and it was open. And, yeah, blew right past it. I don't think they go after these people anymore. I see people doing this all the time. On the way down to Florida, I seen a EPS driver, EPES or whatever, I think, white trucks with the green writing out of North Carolina, I think. Yeah, I seen one of them on a Georgia, where they got the scales in the road and you drive over them. I was in the right lane. They was passing me, and they didn't even try to get over. They just went on past. I was like, damn, I got to try that. I'm gonna have to start trying that. Knowing me, though, hell, I'd be the first one they'd come after in 10 years. Loyalty Trucking's in the house. What's up? Says, what's up, Cash? Great show the other day with DIY. Yeah, I got to make some clips out of that. I got to cut that up and make some short clips for everybody. They couldn't watch the whole thing. We had a little issue with the echo, but if you guys go back and watch that, skip forward, maybe 20, 30 minutes. We do figure out, what's going on. We do get that figured out a little later in the show. And, we get it figured out. Oh, let me see here. I've got my phone flipped and it won't flip back. Come on, there it goes. There she goes. Caleb Henderson says, I'm trying to get Sunday, Monday off for 34 so I can meet Mark at GP, and if I can make my signature dish, potato, leek, and bacon soup. Come on with it. Yeah, I probably would have tried to be in that area Monday, but I think I might be in Minnesota that day. I'm thinking about taking the weekend off. Unless they call me with just something stupid good. Now, you know how I am. If it's stupid good, I'm going to run it. But I'm kind of running out of hours myself. I need to take that reset. Been going for 2 weeks now, and I did like no hours last week, and then this week I've had to run hard. So it's like I'm running on crappy recaps. I got some days that are like literally a 2-hour day, a 4-hour day. I'd rather just reset it at that point, right? CJ says, this chicken load, will you run continuous on the reefer or do start and stop? My process on a chicken load like this will be probably for the first leg of the trip, probably maybe the first 3 to 4 hours, I will run that on continuous. I want good circulation in the load. I want to make sure that load's got no hot spots in it. Because I don't know, like I'll check it if I can. I'll check it when they load it. If not, I'll check the back couple pallets, with a temperature gun. But if I can't be in there when they're loading it, I don't know what those center pallets are because I can't climb over them. It's just the nature of the beast now. They don't let you inside when you load. So what I'll do for the first probably 3, 4, 5 hours, I would like to run that much with it tonight. I'd like to get this loaded. Maybe if I could be out of here by midnight my time. I stay on Central Time. If I could get out of here by maybe like midnight, I'd run this till the sleepy hours, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Then I would stop and call it a day. But probably what I would do is run that on continuous until I stop. And then if I put it on start and stop, and it doesn't just continuously kick on, you know, because a lot of it is what they load the trailer, you know. If they load that at 25 degrees and it's a 20-degree load, start and stop doesn't do me any good because it'll just keep kicking on, kicking off, kicking on, kicking off. So typically on a load like that, I'll run it continuous for quite a while. Let it get nice and cool, let all the hot spots get cooled down, and then I'll kick it start and stop. You know, so you know, my reefer usually goes like 2 or 3 degrees below the set, and then about 3, 4, 5 over. So if I kick it at 20 on start and stop, it'll probably run like down to 18, and then it'll probably let it come back up to like 25, and then kick it back down to 18. You know, it's going to be, that load's never really going to change temperature doing that. But yeah, that would be the way I would do it. Kelly Patterson, my 2019 leaks. Okay. Bruce in the house with the chicken emojis. Yeah, if you've ever loaded chickens, give me those chicken emojis. Trucking with Gerald in the house says, first time catching you live, hauling these cars to Oklahoma. Thank you. I'm getting a lot of new people to the channel. I do appreciate everybody supporting the channel. You know, like, it's just nice, you know, when you get people that like watch it and support it. You know, it's just nice. Thank you. Sterling in the house. Good evening, Cash. Taking a week off to get the truck repaired. Okay. If you guys don't know, Sterling's got a channel there. Sterling's got a channel. Check him out. Smokehouse says, I was disappointed when Popeye stopped selling dirty rice and jambalaya. Ooh, that does sound good. That does sound good. I probably don't need to be eating a lot of that, but Kelly Patterson says, my signature dish, it's kind of long. There you go. You can click on the link there and watch Kelly Patterson. If you guys don't know, Kelly's got another channel called 18 Wheel Chef. Does some cooking on the truck. And I'm not talking like when I cook on the truck, you know, like I scramble an egg. You know, Kelly actually cooks like meals. You know, mine's convenience. Kelly's is actual cooking. Colorado B says, them chickens squirt pee pretty far on them trailers. Oh, man. Let's see. New Blarg. I don't know. Maybe I got that right. Woo. Called it live. Thank you very much. Chicken Holler says, people normally get out of the way, but we get the occasional prime that just has to block the gate like a DA. Yeah. I can believe that. I can believe that. I seen a, let me pick on JB Hunt for a minute. I seen a JB Hunt driver parked, and I went into Love's last night in Florida. Jasper, Florida, I think I was in. Jasper, Florida. That sounds right. Yeah, either way. It's irrelevant. I went in there. This guy was parked facing out the entrance. Like, he parked in the entrance facing out, left his headlights on, and then closed his curtains. And I'm like, that guy will wake up in the morning and somebody will take the hood off that truck. He gonna have a rude awakening. I hope it didn't, but man, yeah, when you park like that. Kelly says, did you get that $5 million for the warehouse? No, I ain't got a single penny on that yet. I'm a little short. I'm coming up a little short on that $5 million. I need to buy that cold storage. Trucking with Gerald says, I did reefer at Tyson Foods for 15 years. I still have PSTD from it. Well, yeah. How is life over there at Tyson Foods? I mean, I know it's probably been a while since you've been there, but I hear the big thing over there is they don't pay detention. For me, that'd be tough working for a reefer company that didn't pay detention. I always wondered about that. Chicken Holler, Colorado E, about 6 feet or so. Wow, I never knew that. I never knew that. That's crazy. I'll stay away from the chicken trucks. I promise you that. I mean, it wasn't like I was walking next to them anyway, but I'm 7 feet now, at least 7 feet. Kelly Patterson says, LOL, nothing like getting a 34-hour restart in a dock. Yeah. You can do it at these chicken places. You can do it. Smokehouse says, damn, Kelly, that's a lot of detention pay. Yeah. 34 in at a dock, that's for sure. Dan says, have you allowed pulled a reefer, or did you start with dry van? Are you able to stay busy with reefer freight? Oh man, reefer freight's pretty dang busy. Let me tell you, it's pretty dang busy. Americans love to eat. They love to eat. And in the wintertime, like being in Minnesota, I get a lot of do not freeze loads. So beer, soda, shampoo. Like it's crazy the things that aren't supposed to be frozen. You don't think about it, like shampoo, soap, stuff like that. You can't freeze that stuff, or it will freeze and bust. So I get a lot of that freight. But I did start out in dry van. I grew up in Tennessee. I started my trucking career down in Tennessee, and for me in Tennessee, I did very well with a dry van. A lot of automotive freight. I used to haul a lot of automotive. I did dedicated runs for Nissan out of Smyrna and out of Canton down there around Jackson, Mississippi. I did Nissan out of there. I did a lot of loads for GM in Spring Hill, Tennessee, and I left right as that Chattanooga Volkswagen plant was getting going, but I did a few loads for there. I used to run back and forth Laredo to Middle Tennessee was a lane I did most of the time, and most of that was going to be automotive stuff. So, yeah, I like dry van. It's just I always say, there's a freight for everyone. If you want to be local, there's local freight. There's always going to be something needing to be moved. If the economy's doing good, trucking's doing great. If the economy's not doing good, trucking's doing okay. There's always stuff that's got to be moved. And I think a big part of picking what kind of freight you haul, especially as an owner operator, kind of pick your market. Like that's just how I see it. Kelly says, Smokehouse, I've never done that, but have done several 10 hours in a dock. Yeah, I've never did a 34. I did I think the longest I've ever sat in a dock was about 26 hours. But it was planned, and I got paid up front for it. So I got $250. They said it's probably going to take a day to load this, and I was like, I don't care. Like, pay me. I don't care. Trevor Joe says, I haul cars now. I wait for no one. Yeah, that's one of the good things about hauling cars. When you're loading them and unloading them, they're on your time frame, not the other way around. It's a pretty sweet part of the gig, I'm telling you. Smokehouse says, yeah, I did some of those myself. Jeremy Griggs in the house. What's up, Jeremy? Says $5 for a burrito at the Taco Bell in Kentucky. Holy man. Let me tell you, inflation is catching up with us. I hope you're getting paid more now because stuff is going up crazy in prices. Let's see. Kelly says, Smokehouse, yeah, I figure if you've been driving more than a year, you've done most of these. For sure. Colorado B says, I bought 20 Hormel completes meals today at Walmart. All right, good deal. I think that's what I hauled down from Kansas down to Florida this week. So buy those things. I like hauling those. Big Dog Trigger 68 says, I stopped at the Loves in Cleveland, Texas last week and went in the Arby's to order roast beef sandwich, and the girl said they were out of roast beef. I said, how can Arby's be out of roast beef? I had a similar situation last year. It made me very confused. I was thinking the same thing. Like, your freaking whole restaurant is roast beef, and then you run out of roast beef. It's like McDonald's running out of freaking Happy Meals. I don't know. Smokehouse says, work shortage, driver shortage, chip shortage, no shortage of OnlyFans contractors. Come on. Oh, man, are you trying to say something? Are you trying to say I should start an OnlyFans? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, I'll do it. Alonzo's in the house. Let's grab yourself a case of MREs, and you don't even need a bathroom break for like a week. That's true. That's not a bad thing to keep on the truck, though. Just a little something like that. I'm just saying, like, some food, something that's edible. If nothing else, ramen noodles will keep you alive. Like, Now, me personally, I like to go a little bit, more meat based. I'm not on a carnivore diet. I've just always been a guy that likes to eat, you know, like ham and turkey. I'm a meat eater. It's just the way it is. Always been that way. Um, Kelly, and I've heard that about those MREs. I've heard they bind you up like a bad district attorney. Kelly Patterson says, make sure someone doesn't take a in the refried beans at Taco Bell for your nachos. It's actually happened. Whoa. Smokehouse says, Kelly, I'll be 4 years in January. Had CDL since 2015, but took a long break in 2016. Okay. ROFL, Rolf. Okay. Colorado B says, I think I've been there. Is there a road behind those trailers that leads to where you load? Smokehouse says, different flavor, I would imagine. That's that new secret sauce when someone takes a dump in the refried beans. Kelly, oh, that's so gross. Kelly Patterson says, you took your initial investment out. Yes. Yes, I'm completely 100% out of Bitcoin with my money. The house is riding. I let everything else ride. That's just the way I was going for it. Let's see. TJ Jones, Bull of the Woods. What's going on? Not much. We're waiting on some chicken. Shake and bake and whatnot. Kelly Patterson says, I'm such a good shot. I cannot hit the broadside of a barn from the inside with a nuke. Okay. Shannon Thomas Trucking in the house. Hey, y'all. What's up, Shannon Thomas Trucking? If you guys don't know, Shannon Thomas Trucking's got a channel. Go check it out. TJ Jones says, Cash, tell them what you really do. Remember the TA west of Minneapolis leaving all those broken pallet pieces in the parking lot. Occasionally I do dump tires. I like to dump tires. I like to just randomly toss tires everywhere across this country. I got a tire shop that gives me their used tires, and I take them and dump them across the country. I charge them $3 to dispose of the tires. It's the way I make money. That's not for real, by the way, in case anybody wants to call the EPA on me. I'm joking. Chicken Owner says, I couldn't do a rendering plant. The blood and guts in 90-degree heat is too much for me. I'd go back to OTR in a heartbeat. Yeah, I can't say I'd blame you on that one. Dale's in the house. Says, what's up, Cash? Just chilling at the house. I'm off till Saturday. Then I load out to San Antonio. All right, I like that area. I like running down to San Antonio. The only problem with running to San Antonio here lately is that construction. Are they ever going to fix 35 like from Dallas to Waco? Or is it further down? Does that go to Buda or whatever? Man, it's all construction right there. That is a mess right there. Like New Braunfels, all that area. Very bad. Very bad. Smokehouse says, me too. I've seen some these blow-by-the-way scales lately. Yeah, it seems like it's more and more these days. Epps is based out of Greensboro, North Carolina, I think. I believe that's the one I'm thinking about. Yeah, that dude didn't even think about getting in the right lane. He just stayed right in the middle lane and just kept on the trucking. He wasn't even going that fast either. Found it very weird that he did it that way. Because he was in the middle lane. He was getting passed by people on the right. I don't know if he didn't know to get over or what. But Caleb Anderson says, just have a fresh Jefferson note when the DOT and you'll be good. Jefferson. Who's Jefferson? Oh, I'm horrible. With names. Let's see. Is that a $10 bill? I think that's a $10 bill, isn't it? Richard Barber Trucking LLC, checking in from Kansas City. Man, Kansas City is a smoking freight market. I hope you're making killing coming out of there. I was up there last Friday, man. I mean, it was just like I was getting offers I couldn't believe out of there. Just happens sometimes, Chicken Hauler says, I blew a scale on I-20 East Mississippi one time. I was focused on the game on the radio, never came after me. Yeah, I think I went by one when I first started out in trucking, and I was so paranoid. I was like calling my. It was like right after I got out of training, and you know, I was probably in the wrong lane and tried to get over at the last minute, just couldn't. And I called my trainer. I was freaking out. The guy, I was like, man, I just blew a scale. What am I gonna do? You know, um, it happens. Colorado B says the scale in Oklahoma had 2 trucks on the shoulder waiting to get in. I seen 2 trucks run it, so I did it also. Yeah, I think you got a little bit of like probable cause when they're backed up on the shoulder, you know. Uh, it's just dangerous to stop on the shoulder like that. The scale house ought to be doing a better job at moving traffic at that point. Um, yeah, yeah. Ryan says currently on a capstone logistics load. Capstone has a brokerage, I guess. Yeah, I've done those capstone loads before. Um, let's see. Smokehouse cold storage would probably be a good business to have. Yeah, I just need $5 million, and I'll buy that. I'll buy that cold storage. There's cold storage for sale in St. Paul. It used to be at Bix Produce. Bix Produce. So I'm assuming that's probably not like a freezer. You know, you probably couldn't run that place as a freezer. I mean, in the winter you might be able to. Hell, just open up the windows, right? Let's see. Smokehouse says, I like Jack Daniels, Sinatra, and Memphis Dry Rub Barbecue. Hell, I couldn't argue with either one of those right now. If I'm going to drink, the only way I drink Jack Daniels is that Jack Daniels Honey. I like the Jack Daniels Honey, but I can't drink that Black Label anymore. Whew. You know when you drink too much of one whiskey and you can't ever drink it again? I've done that like 4 times on that. Every time I drink it, all I taste is that charcoal. Oh, it makes me so sick. But the honey, I can do that. Hey, there's Nevada Trucking and Trails. Hit that like button. What's crapping? Not much. Not much. We chilling. We waiting on some chickens. Smokehouse says NTT in the house. Yeah. Hey, that's cool. That's a good way to say it. Nevada Trucking and Trails. He's the NTT. JF Truckers in the house says, hey, it's normal people chat. Yeah, that's what we do over here. No drama. Yeah, that's for sure. That's the no-go over here is drama. We like chilling, hanging out, you know, shooting the breeze. We're like the counter at the Iron Skillet. You know, with 50% less lies. 50%, generously. Big Dog Trucker 68 says, Rick Barber, are you out of Grand Bay, Alabama? Colorado B, all right, what's up? Yeah, that road over there, yeah, that's the road behind those trailers. That's all I'll say about it, though. I don't want to give my location away. I don't like talking about my customers, you know, because, you know, people call people and say things and, you know, stuff like that. Dang this phone. Come on, there we go. Let me see here. Nevada Trucking and Trail says, been a minute since I called live. Yeah, thanks for coming in. CJ Hudson says, ROLF is roll on floor laughing. Oh, okay, yeah. Let me call my kids. They'll tell me all about it. Like, I'm a little behind on things, man. Yeah, everybody say hi to everybody. Nevada's got a channel. If you guys don't know, go check out Nevada. If you wanna watch husband and team driving and see what kind of money they make, you know, it might make you you know, go grab your significant other and make them get a CDL when you see what kind of money Nevada makes. Definitely got me thinking about it. Shannon Thomas Trucks, and thanks, Cash. No problem. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for supporting the channel. That's what we do. Trucking with Gerald says Tyson doesn't pay attention at their own plants, but does at customers. Oh, okay. Well, that's different. Appreciate that info. And that's what I like to do here, is spread good information. You know, because I used to say Tyson, man, like, they don't pay attention. I couldn't do that. But I guess if you're at their facility, hopefully they would, you know, get you a drop and hook there, maybe. JF Trigger says, Cash, I used to team from Arizona to Cali Produce. All we did was Cali to Metro Produce in Minneapolis. Yeah, I know where Metro Produce is, or at least I think I do. Is that over by the college? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Um, that's a good run though for a team from Cali to Minnesota, racking up some miles. Irvin's in the house. Hey, cashiskingtrucking. Any advice on where to buy used trucks? I know there are a lot out there, but anything helps. Boy, buying used trucks right now is a crapshoot. They're not cheap, and you're kind of getting, like they're kind of been picked over a little bit right now. So, what is out there that's good is really expensive, and what is out there has kind of been picked over a little bit. Um, you know, my advice on buying a truck used would be find a dealership that is local to you and try to make a connection there. Try to get in with someone that you can buy trucks from repetitively. You know, um, that's my best advice I can give you because, if you can get in with a salesman, you might get some preferred treatment in the future, some things like that. That'd be my best advice. Other than that, buying a used truck to me is like buying a scratch off lottery ticket. You don't know what you got until you've already bought it. It's just you've already bought it before you realize whether you've won or you've lost. Um, but yeah, that's the best advice I can give you. Nevada Trucking and Trails. Thomas Jefferson is the $2 bill. That's right. Hamilton's on the 10. That's right. Hamilton's on the 10. Let's see. 2 for 1's in the house. Colorado Bee says, wonder how much the electric bill is on a cold storage. I would say in the summer, very expensive. If I was in Minnesota, we might just open the windows, right? We might just open the windows. I know that, that ammonia they use, the ammonia cooling system is so efficient. Ammonia will get so cold, like -10, -20 is really not that big of a deal for ammonia. So yeah. Ollie in the house, I just bought flip-flops for winter. They come in with socks. Yeah, get my recommendation, wool socks, flip-flops. That's the winter. That's the way you rock the winter. Thanks for stopping by, Ollie. I appreciate that. Smokehouse, yeah, that's good stuff. Cody's in the house. Is U Express owner operator. U Express owner operator. All right. Yes, I am an owner operator. I am leased to an 80-20 split carrier. Richard Barber says Richard Barber is out of Independence, Missouri. There you go, Independence, Missouri. It's a good area over there, man. Like, it's a good place to run a trucking company. Smokehouse says I got my winter socks, but no flip flops. Yeah, you gotta get winter socks if you're gonna rock flip flops, man. You could get frostbite. 2 for 1 says, do they make Craftsmatic adjustable beds that fit in a sleeper cab, or should I just buy a hospital bed? I don't know. I do recommend take that little 4-inch thick spring mattress that comes in a truck and throw it in a dumpster and get a good one. I got a 10-inch memory foam back there, man. I think it's like a cloud. It's an off-brand. I don't know what brand it is. I got it at Big Lots. I actually got it out of like just sheer, I needed a mattress, but it's actually been a really good purchase. I bought the truck and it had like the normal little truck mattress in it, and I just swung over to Big Lots and threw this one in here. So it's worked out well for me. But yeah, get a good mattress in a truck, man. You need to sleep. Big Dog Trucker 68 says, hey Cash, got a offer today for a dedicated drop-in hook run from Memphis to Concord, North Carolina. $2.90 a mile, all miles. What do you think? Sounds great if you want to run that lane. Yeah, if you're into running that lane and you like that area, I used to do a dedicated run from Smyrna, Tennessee at Nissan over to Lumberton and back. twice a week, 330 miles over there, 330 miles back, and I got paid salary. I was a company driver at the time. But I like running that lane. That's not a bad lane, man. For that kind of money, dedicated, I'd be interested in something like that. Chicken Holler says my wife scares me in her Traverse. No way I'd ride in a truck with her. Yes, I had a similar talk with mine today. She calls me and says, "Hey, my front brakes are making a grinding noise." I'm like, "Well, you think it might be time to get new brakes? Go get that done immediately." You know, I'm like, uh, she's like, "I think I heard it a couple days ago, but it's really bad now." And I mean, like, I was kind of a little weary buying her a V8. You know, she's got a Infiniti Q56 with a V8. Little worried about that. You know, she likes the gas on it. My 2-year-old, I got home one time and my 2-year-old was talking. He goes, "Mama's truck goes vroom," and I was like, oh. I was like, "Slow down. Like, don't be driving like that." But yeah, I hear you. I hear you, dog. Smokehouse says a lot of wannabe Danica Patrick's drivers. Yes, that's for sure. That's for sure. Um, a lot of times I close my eyes when I ride with my old lady. I just, dear Jesus, if you let me get out of this, if you let me get out of this alive, I promise you. Oh, I mean, I'm just begging. Um, Nevada Trading Sales says averaging gross 15K on the Rise Team Trucking, same household, couple differently good money. I'd say definitely good money. Yeah, I got you. Um, yeah, 15K average, man. Woo, woo. I mean, you guys stay out too, man. Y'all put in that work. So, congrats. Big Dog Trucker 68 says round trip runs. Yeah, dog. I'm liking that. Sounding better. You've done sold me. I would definitely take it. You know, probably consistent. You know, I like that. I like consistency. When I was a company driver, I took a dedicated run, and honestly, I probably wouldn't have stayed at USA Truck for over 2 years. You know, I went to school with them, and after a year, I'd paid back my debt to them in 1 year, so I could have left and went anywhere. But they gave me a dedicated run, and it made me stay because I was like, okay, I like this dedicated run. Consistent money. I knew what I was going to be making every week, and my dedicated run was a little different with them because I would do 2 runs. Was it two? I think it was 2.5 runs one week, and then the next week I'd do 1.5 runs. So I'd get my like 2 to 3 days at home every 2 weeks. So I wasn't like home every weekend. I would work like 11 days and then be off 3 and then start the cycle over again. So yeah, I like stuff like that. Big Ash says, "What up, cashiers? Not much. Chilling, waiting on some chicken to get processed." JF Trigger says, "Metro Produce by Target, Longfellow, 27th Street south of I-94. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Nevada Trading Trails like to pay off that large car next year. Ooh, probably could. The way y'all are doing it, staying out and staying on the money. It's anything's possible, man. Anything's possible." Jeff Trigger says Metro Produce, 26th Ave and 28th. Okay. Nevada says at Big Dog it's good, but you can do better. Yeah, I don't know. For that lane, that's pretty damn good. 290 a mile for that lane. Depends on what it is too. But that sounds about right for a dedicated run. Because we're not talking spot market here. We're talking dedicated, round trip. Load, come back, load, come back. So 290 for that lane. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Colorado Beast says, "Have you been down Fancy Gap?" Me? Yeah, I've been fancy gapping it all my life. I'm all about a fancy gap. Come on. Oh man. They used to call me the king of the fancy gap. But yeah, I've been up and down through there. Tony's in the house. Says I recommend fur-lined Crocs. Oh, that would be luxurious as hell. You know, I thought about making my work boots into Crocs just by drilling a bunch of holes in them. Has anybody ever thought about that? Give me like a half-inch drill bit and just drill a bunch of holes in my work boots. Technically, I could keep them steel-toed and they'd still be Crocs. Steel-toed Crocs. Now, there's you an invention. I tell you what, anybody wants to run with that idea, give me 5% on the backside. That's all I need. Smokehouse, Fancy Gap, Virginia. That's the only Fancy Gap I know about, other than that one girl I dated in high school came in. Nevada Trucking and Trail says, Battle Cross right there, yeah. Barry's in the house. LOL. Never going to see me in flip flops unless I'm near a swimming pool or water. Does the retention pond at the truck stop count? Colorado B says, yeah, I never been down a steep grade in an automatic. Oh yeah, they ain't nothing to it. Most of them will hold their gear. If you kick your Jake brake on, they'll hold whatever gear you're in. You know, my first truck I started out in didn't have a Jake brake in it, so you know, I'm still a little like, you know, I still got a little wariness to me because, like, I go down Mont Eagle, like I still mind what the sign says, you know, when I go down Mont Eagle. You know, if I'm fully loaded, I'm like 35 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour. I see these guys just blowing down Mont Eagle, and I'm like, hey, it's all well and good until you have to come to a stop. You know, like, that's the key. That's the key. You can hang those curves at 65 mile an hour. They're not sharp curves. The key is when you're on 6-7% grade and you got 80,000 pounds on that truck and traffic comes to a stop, you got a decision to make. Are you going to plow into traffic, or are you going to drive your truck off a cliff? You know, I ain't making those choices. But yeah, not too bad. I remember my first big heavy load I took down a mountain was I had a load of Goodyear rubber. And I was going from Oklahoma over to North Carolina, and I had to go down Black Mountain on I-40, and that was in a little Freightliner Columbia 10-speed with no Jake brake. And you know, when I got to the bottom of it, I was like, hey, you know what? I just did what they told me and it worked. You know, I went down that mountain probably 7th gear. You know, started off at the top of the hill at about 25 mile an hour, and I just let her crawl down the hill. You know, I'd hit the brakes about every, you know, 15 seconds or so. I'd slow her down 5 to 8, maybe 10 mile an hour, and then I'd let it run back up. And I'd slow it down, let it run back up. Like, you know, did okay with it. Backwoods in the house. What's up? Glad to catch the live, brother. Hope all is well. Yeah, we're doing good over here. We're waiting on some chicken. Smokehouse says Crocs are comfortable. Yeah, those Crocs are comfortable. You know, I like wearing them around the house, but probably not while I'm trucking. You know, I got a pair of tennis shoes, just black, you know, like run-of-the-mill tennis shoes. And then I got some Columbia shoes back there that are waterproof. You know, for like, probably should have those on today with all this rain we're having. I got those for, like, you know, when it rains and snows. I need to get a pair of actual winter boots because winter is coming at me really fast. I think I do have a pair of slides back there, but I haven't wore those in forever. Honestly, I think I bought those one time when I was broke down and at a hotel that had a pool. I bought those slides. Big Dog Church says, Nevada, yeah, I think so too. I'm going to hit them up for a little more money. It's Monday through Friday, and I will get home every weekend with those loads are only 10,000 pounds, man. Yeah, for 10,000 pounds, you know, that's pretty good, but you know, I'm not going to disagree with you or Nevada. If you can get more money out of them, hell, get more money out of them. But I think you can be very profitable at $2.90 a mile, all miles. I mean, that's damn good business, you know. But yeah, I mean, if you can get them up, get them up. Like, it just, you know, I'm never against asking for more money. Nevada Trading Trail says, for getting the weekends off, that's pretty good. 10,000 pounds, love that. Yeah, that 10,000 pounds is good because you're going to be going, that goes through the gorge, right? I'm not exactly sure where Concord is. But yeah, if you're going through the gorge on I-40, that lightweight load is going to be nice. Nice. I've been through there so much, like, it's like I know where I got to slow down and where I ain't got to slow down. The main thing with the gorge for me is I always get, you end up catching up to the slower trucks, because there's always some guy that's, nervous and doesn't know it and he's taking his time. And I'm not going to, I don't hate on that. Hell, first time I went through there in the rain, oh my God, I was probably doing 40 mile an hour. I probably had everybody behind me so damn mad. Turbo Gerald says, I used to drink Jack Daniels. I found George Dickel made in my hometown of Tullahoma. I like saying Tullahoma. Oh, the locals hate that. They pronounce it Tullahoma. I grew up over there in Manchester, McMinnville area. So we're not too far away. Never really got into George Dickel. I drank a couple bottles of that, but it just wasn't my thing. Shannon Thomas, LOL. Thank you for being a channel member, by the way. Anne Marie says, hey, Smokehouse Cash, kicking me up. The great video, Smokehouse, love your post. All right, I'll check that out. We'll check out a Smokehouse post. Let's see, Barry says, awesome. Now we need brake pads and new rotors. Yeah, that was exactly what I said. I didn't say it out loud because, like, yeah. I didn't say it out loud. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to fight that battle, okay? Because my checkbook has already been hit. There's no reason to, there's no reason to get everybody, there's no reason to have mama mad at me and my checkbook take a hit, so. And it don't do no good. I could preach till I'm blue in the face and it wouldn't change a damn thing, so. Yeah, I told her to go get that fixed. Yeah. I'm sure them Infinity rotors are super cheap. Everything on that damn thing is like, marked up. I had to put airbags on that thing the other day. $1,000 to put new airbags on it. Hey. I just said, my thing was, I said, get the airbags put on before it blows out the air compressor, and then I got to put a new air compressor on it as well. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Smokehouse was up. Shannon Thomas Drake says, hey, Cash, I may have heard DIY got the Mac. Yeah, I think somebody gave that away. I hope he did. I hope he got it. He needs to make a video about it if he did. Nevada Trucking Trail says, I have to manually select the gears for holding power on Jake's 389 auto with Eaton. Not like the Aero trucks. Not sure why that is. This truck, I don't like letting it, like with this truck, I'll tell you, level 3 Jake brake is never needed. I have not been down a hill where level 2 Jake brake couldn't hold this truck back. Like, it has got a beast mode of Jake brake. And level 3 Jake brake revs the damn engine too high. Like, I never let this thing go level 3 Jake brake because, no. And I don't let it do auto Jake brake either going down a hill because it'll do that same thing. It'll go level 3 Jake brake and then it'll rev to like 2200. No need to rev to 2200. I will use a little bit of service brake. I'll use a little bit of service brake. There's no need to be doing, 2,500 RPMs in these trucks. Like, and that's what they want to do. Let's see. But yeah, I've had some of those Eatons, no big deal. Slam, kick her over in manual. And I think that's how my 579 Peterbilt was that I had. I had a 2017, it had a 10-speed, same gear shifter like you got, like the one down here by the cup holder, 10-speed. But I'm pretty sure I used to have to use that little button to click down, and I had to push it up in manual. Kind of a similar thing. Colorado B, what's up? Thanks for coming in. Alonzo says, you need to sell the Cash is King tracksuit and flip flops. My God, I would do that so fast if that was available in my merch store. I'm kind of limited in the merch store to what the spring Teespring offers. You know, I can only design what items they offer. But boy, I got somebody sitting in a car over here, like bright lighting the sheets out of me. They got those nice LED bulbs. Let's see. Richard says, just follow the rules in the mountains. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. Nevada says, Shannon, now we said no drama. Yeah, no drama. I missed something. Did I miss something? Oh, okay, Mac. Yeah, DIY and Mac, for sure. Nevada Trading Trail says he has subscribed. Appreciate that. If there's any links in here, you guys click those links, check those people out. Especially if you're watching on the replay, these are good people. These are good channels. There's always something you can learn out there. Let's see. Even if it's not your cup of tea, you can learn stuff, That's what I always say. Let's see. Backwoods says, I just had a chicken and rice. Oh, man, that sounds good. That sounds good. There's a link for Nevada Trucking and Trails. Everybody click that. Click that. Shannon Thomas channel link. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Nevada says, you're lucky you found airbags 2 months waiting in some cases. Yeah, hey, the Infinity dealer had them. I had a third party put them on, and the guy was like, yeah, I don't use anything but Infinity products when I repair cars, because I've had bad luck with aftermarkets. So he's like, I gotta go to the freaking dealership and get them. And I was like, fair enough, whatever, I don't care, just hurry up and do it. You know what I mean? Like, just hurry up and get it done. But yeah, next time I stop at a Love's, I should have done that this morning. I woke up at a Love's. I stayed at Love's last night. I've been meaning to go into the Love's and see, or TA, or wherever I stop, Freightliner, anywhere I'm at, I'm going to buy me an extra airbag or two, and maybe an extra brake chamber or two next time I get a chance. You know what I mean? Like, I'll put them under the bunk, or I'll throw them up on the top, up there. Thinking about getting me a Tractor Supply locking toolbox to go out on the catwalk. I would like to have some like, I've got steps on both sides up to the catwalk. I got steps on both sides. I'd like to get me some good toolboxes to go that have the steps built into them for stuff like that. Been meaning to do that, but I don't know. I'm kind of shopping for trucks right now, so I don't want to put a whole lot into this. I don't want to put too much into this truck. But I don't know. We'll see. I had plans to run this truck for an extra year, but I'm kind of thinking it might be time to snap up a truck right now, because I don't think prices are going to come down. That's kind of where I'm at with it. If I can find somewhat of a deal, I'm going to get it. I'm going to buy it. Because I just think that's where we're at right now. Let's see. Yeah, airbags, everything. That's waiting. Shannon Thomas Trucking says, LOL Cash. We had the bet. We won $5. All right, we won $5. Yeah, no doubt. I remember that. We was talking about DIY. $5 he buys it. There's Shannon's link. Everybody click that if you could. Go check out Shannon. Chicken Holler says, the Jake in my Mac sucks. We don't need it often, but we are occasionally 85 to 88,000. Holy crap. And there is place or two it helps. It's just weak. 2022 Mac Pinnacle. Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe it's one of those trucks like this. My truck, 1,500 RPMs and below, the Jake brake is absolutely useless. Like, it doesn't do anything. I have to manually downshift this truck, which is just a flick of the hand because it's got the gear shifter right here, like you know on the column. But like if I'm using the Jake brake coming off the interstate on a ramp, this thing never wants to coast. You know what I mean? Like, which is great for fuel economy. But if you need to be slowing down, you're gonna have to manually kick it down a couple. Most of the time, it needs two because when it does catch the Jake brake, it's going to come in at 1200. It's 12th gear at about 1200 RPMs. That's nothing. You got to click down to 11. 11 will kick it up to about 1600. As soon as it comes down to about 1400, I click it again, get it to go to 10th. And then 10th comes in at about 16, 1700, and that'll actually start to slow you down. But yeah, the top two gears don't do nothing. Big Dog Trucker says, well, 4 hours in, and I just got a red light on the door. Well, congratulations, man. Good luck with that. I hope they get you undone quick. Nevada Trucking and Trails, got a link there. Everybody check that out. That's my link. Last one was Shannon Thomas. Okay. Yeah, by all means, if you got the wrench, you're allowed to, you can drop your own link, or if somebody else is in here and you drop, you want to help them out, that's fine too. My only thing with dropping links is just don't drop, random someone else's link, as long as it's, somebody from here, I'm cool with it, because I want to help channels grow. You know what I mean? Like, YouTube trucking is so crazy. Like, channels that don't do nothing end up with like 50,000 subscribers. And I'm like, you don't help out at all. But I guess it's more about entertainment than it is anything. Because look at Bonehead Truckers. Like, I think Bonehead Truckers is like, it's like a cancer on the industry. You know what I mean? I do not like that channel. If you watch it, more power to you. I don't care. I wish the guy success. But for that channel to have 100,000 subscribers is like, makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. But I guess I'm just hating at that point. But whatever. Twofer says, with all that rain, you could be getting 100 miles per gallon running super singles. You could be getting 100 miles per gallon running super singles. With all that rain, I don't get that. Actually, super singles get better traction in the rain and the snow than duals. That's what Michelin says. I do not have traction problems with the super singles. I do not. I'm actually really surprised, because I've run super singles on trailers before, but this is the first truck I've ever had where I had super singles on it. And yeah, I'm impressed with them. If I get another truck, I would prefer it to have super singles on it. It's easier to keep them aired up. Instead of 8 tires, I only got 4 tires. You don't have that thing where the inside tires get hot and they gain inflation and the outsides lose inflation. It's just, I know a lot of people don't like them, but it's one thing with it's one thing that I'm impressed with them. I like them. Big Dog Trucker 68 went to $20. Holy crap! Thank you very much. Detention pay. That's right, man. I hope they get you unloaded quick. Let me see. Shannon Thomas, thanks Nevada. Yeah, Nevada. Check out Nevada, man. It's a good channel. Big Ash says, yeah, Big Dog, since a week ago Monday, I've got 11 hours of detention pay. Dang, there you go. I know detention pay, like, detention time kind of does tick me off because a lot of times they're just wasting your time. But if it's paid, oh, I love it. You know what I mean? It's extra money that most of the time, like, I don't burn up my 70 hours anyway most weeks. Yeah, most time I don't. And typically I'm only gone like 10 to 14 days, so I'll run recaps for like 6 or 7 days or whatever. But yeah, I love detention pay. It just adds extra revenue that I don't have to like run my truck to get. So it's like a little bonus here and there. Another super chat, $5 from Trucking with Gerald. Appreciate you guys. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Nevada says, what do you think about the green APU? Thinking of slapping one on end of winter. Yeah, get you a bunk heater right now. I would recommend that. Get yourself a bunk heater. I take my bunk heater down to 0. I make sure I got good batteries. I just replaced my batteries. I always make sure I got good batteries on the truck, and that way I know when it's cold out I can start it. If you're going to put a bunk heater on and you run a lot of cold climate, I might even spring to get that bunk heater that circulates the coolant. But for $800 to $1,000, you can get a bunk heater, and man, like my bunk heater back there, like I said, I take it down to 0 degrees. Anything below 0 degrees, I let the truck run. But I mean, going down to 0 degrees covers probably like 98% of the winter. There'll always be those Minnesota, I'll get to Minnesota and it'll be like, -10. I'm letting the truck run at -10. I buy treated fuel and put anti-gel in at that point. Just because of the electronics and stuff, I had an APU on my last truck, and, it was cool. It kept everything warm and, charged up, but I let it go to like -10 one time, and the truck acted goofy. Like the electronics did not work right until the engine got hot. And I mean, it took like an hour for the engine to get hot, like at full rev. So, I should have just left the truck running at that point. But green APU, I don't have any experience with them. I know some of the bigger YouTubers talk about them. So, always remember they're probably being endorsed by them is the reason they're talking about them. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's those places in Missouri where you can get a remanufactured APU for about $6,500 installed. If I was going to do that, if I was going to get one, I might go that route, because that's a pretty good savings. If you can save $4,000 or $5,000, that's a pretty good chunk of change. But yeah, I'm not very familiar with the green APU, but I would wait till the end of winter if I was you. I'd get a bunk heater right now, because even if you get an APU, you're going to want a bunk heater anyway. So, yeah, that's probably the way I would do it. But yeah, I like APUs. I've explained this truck and the APU here in the situation I'm in with this truck. When I bought this truck, COVID was just getting going. It was end of last February I bought this truck. So, I hated to go. Honest to God, I was so afraid that I just bought this truck right as COVID got started. I wasn't willing to go take some money out of savings or go borrow money to put an APU on this truck. And then by the time winter had got rolled around, and freight had got to paying better, but at that point the truck had 500,000 miles on it, and it was like, I don't know if I want to put $6,000 into a truck with half a million miles on it, so but the bunk heater serves me well. I will to not have a bunk heater is like a bunk heater to me is a no-brainer in a sleeper truck. Like I say, I can stay warm at 0 degrees back there. I close my front curtains and I close these back curtains, and I'll leave it cracked. I'll leave this middle curtain cracked at the bottom a little bit, because it will literally get so hot back there if you close this curtain. Like, I'll wake up sweating at like 10 degrees outside. So I leave this cracked a little bit, so it keeps it up here a little cooler, a little warmer. So I leave this cracked, to let a little heat through, keeps it a little warmer up here. And I've got my remote start. So in the winter, before I get out of bed, I reach over and I double tap that remote start, and it cranks the truck up, and I let it run for about 30 minutes before I get out of bed. Typically what I'll do is I'll set 2 alarms. I'll set one for 30 minutes before I plan on getting up, and then one for when I plan on getting up. And I kick that remote start on, let the truck run for like 30 minutes. By that point, most mornings it's warm enough to kick the heat on. So, yeah. Let's see. But honestly, as new of a truck as you've got, and the money those Cummins cost, that big horsepower Cummins cost to rebuild, yeah, any kind of APU would probably be a sound investment, honestly. Shannon Thomas Trucking says, I agree, Cash. Thank you very much. Big Dog Trucker 68 at Nevada. I've heard good things about them. Let's see. Barry says, smart move to buy some spare parts. This shortage is crazy. Yeah. I think I'm going to start looking around and, buying a few here and there when I can, like little common parts like that, I think we're going to move back to manufacturing some things in this country if we can get people to work. I don't know what it's going to take to get people up and working. Honestly, I think what we need to do is we need to let some people, maybe start starving a little bit. When you get hungry enough, you will get up and go get some work. I think that's a big problem. Now, I've always said we should take care of the disabled and the elderly. To me, that shows, that shows the character of the country by taking care, how we take care of those people. The veterans, and the elderly and the disabled. Like that shows the character of the country. But as far as everybody else, get up and go do something. You know what I mean? Get up and go do something. Let's see. Nevada Trucking Trail says, I'm upgrading the truck and replacing that busted tank as we speak. New bumper and paint loading. 2 weeks off after 2 months. Come on. Yeah, that's, after 2 months, that's kind of what you need is 2 weeks, man. You need to, hell, after 2 months of running like y'all run, hell, you need 3 days just to, catch your breath. Hell, you got to run errands for the first 2 days. When I first started trucking, I used to stay out like that. My average was probably 6 weeks out at a time. And yeah, the first 3 days I'm home, I got to run errands. I got to get the bills paid. I got to, go do this, go do that. Speaking of that, I need tags for my car too. I got to make a note of that. I've been riding around. My tags expired at the beginning of September. But, I drive that car 80 miles a month. So, let's see. Shannon Thomas says, Nevada makes sense. Just spoke about that on his video today. Oh man, Green APU's buying up the big YouTubers. Hey Nevada, reach out to Green APU and tell them, say, hey man, I got an up and coming channel. Say I'm actually a truck driver. I don't just play one on TV. And tell them, say, hey man, I got a YouTube channel. Won't you give me half price deal, and I'll talk about you all day. Just saying, I don't know if you want to sell out like that, but hey, like I said earlier, my email's in the description if anybody wants to buy something, wants to buy me, I'm for sale. What the hell's all this horn honking going on over here? It's all this horn honking. Shannon Thomas, LOL, yeah. Nevada says, I had 65,000 since July. Damn it, boy. Colorado B, APU heat AC charges batteries. Yeah, you can get just a bunk heater though, separate. Run that. You could run that for winter, and not be out, but maybe $1,000 or so. Let's see. Shannon Thomas says Nevada APU is for cooling without idling. Yeah, for sure. Nevada says it takes cash to get people to work, so get busy. Yeah, no doubt. I'm all about it. Pay these people, put them to work. I mean, a lot of the stuff we get from overseas, we should be building it over here. Um, you know, it's like let's take a big appliance for example. Um, like a refrigerator. Let's say you spend $1,000 on a refrigerator. Would you rather spend $1,000 on a refrigerator that was made in America or 900 on one that was made in China? It's like I'd rather spend a little more and buy something made, like here. Just my thoughts. Let's see. Big Dog Trucker 68 says Nevada, you guys are putting the miles down for sure. Yeah, that's getting after it. Nevada Trucking and Trail says green APU does both. Now the green APU, that runs a bunk heater, right? The diesel fired bunk heater. Because most APUs just run a bunk heater separate. And then, like I've had, my last truck had a tri-pack on it. It's got a S-bar heater, which could run separately, but yes, it's connected to the tri-pack. But if you got rid of the tri-pack, you could keep the heater. I think that, that's how most of them work. Let's see. Okay, yeah, green APU does both. Your chat jumped. Oh, did I miss something? Did I miss? Colorado Week says if a green APU is like Dynasys APU, the AC was bad. Had to idle the truck. Yeah, an APU is not foolproof. That's for sure. Okay, yeah, I did miss a bunch. Thanks for letting me know that, by the way. Let's see here. We get a chance. Drop your channel membership on a community post. Okay, that's a good idea. Thank you. Gary Bates in the house. Thumbs up, chicken poop emoji. Oh my God, Gary Bates killing it. That's killing it. Chicken Holler says, I'm going to call it a night. Be safe. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you again for the $20 detention pay. I appreciate you. Let's see. It is 11:30 here, so yeah, we're 30 minutes past our appointment time now. So I did call the broker and wake them up and make sure they knew I was here. I'm relentless with check calls, man. I don't care if I got to get you out of bed. You're going to know I'm here. Shannon Thomas says, hit the like button, subscribe, become a cashier with them, join the membership. Yeah, for sure. Richard Barber says, waiting on a call from the bank tomorrow for a yes or no for truck number 2. Nice. Upgrading the trailer with a heater for those no freeze loads. Yep. Are you going to add additional plywood to the sides, or are you just going to put the heater in there? I know most places just having the heater is sufficient. But I know a guy that works for a company that's based out of Canada, and they put like an extra sheet of plywood, like a 1/2-inch sheet of plywood, all the way around the inside of the trailer to keep the heater, more insulated. And like on the doors, they do the same thing. They'll hang like a sheet of plywood on the doors. Now I would say for most of the country, you don't need that, but they go to Canada. So 2 for 1 says, I thought the hydroplane good to know. Air monitoring system a must. Didn't know you ran super singles. Yeah. Yeah, I got super singles, man. I love those things. I was kind of indifferent about them, but yeah, there we go. There's my temps and my pressures. Let's see. These are my steer tires, obviously, and then the ones in the middle are the front axle, and then the one on the top and the very bottom, that's my very back axle. But looks like we need a little juice in that 106 there. It's a little lower than I like to run. I like to stay up around 120 with it. This tire pressure monitoring system is some cheap bull crap I bought on eBay. Get a good one. Um, when I get a new truck, I'll get a new one. I do like a couple things about this one. Number one, make sure when you buy one that the PSI goes way up. Like this thing will register to like 150, 160. Because I run my tires, when I juice them on Sunday, I juice my tires every Sunday. I put them at 120 PSI. I like 120 is where I like to run mine. But it got hot and cool, so probably down a little bit. But make sure it's they got some on eBay. I got this off of eBay for like $70. I think I paid for this. I just stuck a piece of 3M Velcro to the bottom, that plastic Velcro, and I stick it to the top of my CB, so it sits right up here, and I can see it going down the road. This thing will beep. If my tires go below 90 PSI, it will beep at me. Let me know I got something going on. Spend $100, $150 on these. You can get them on eBay. This one was $70. Like I said, get a better one. And if you've got duals, you'll need one with 10 sensors. Mine only needed 6. Now, I have seen them on there with a little antenna. If you look on eBay, they got them where they got a little antenna that comes up. Buy that antenna. This one does not have an antenna, an external antenna, and it loses the Bluetooth from the valve stem caps a lot. So get the one with the little antenna. I think it'll do better. Those are like $200. But if it saves you one road call, it's paid for itself. You know what I mean? Like if you get a nail in a tire and that thing goes down to 90 PSI, instead of running it flat, you'll catch it. Pays for itself. To me, that's just, it's smart money. It's smart money. But yeah, I got this thing off eBay. I do like it's got a solar panel on the back. I never have to plug this thing in for power. It sits up there in the dash and it keeps itself charged with that little solar panel. So that's pretty neat. I like it. Like I said, the only thing I'd do different is buy a better one, but I think they're worth the money. Let's see. Okay. Hey, we cut out there for a second. We're back. I was a little wary of the super singles. I'll be honest with you when I first got them, but I did some research on them. This truck, one thing is I would not switch. Whatever my truck come with, I would just keep them on there. I get low rolling resistant tires, whether they're duals or they're singles. I wouldn't spend the money to switch them because I think, like you get different length axles for, if you get singles, you get a wider axle, a longer axle. So it makes the tires come out. Like when you see those people with super singles and the tire sits way in, that's somebody that's put singles on a dual axle. I'm not a fan of that, but yeah. I haven't had much problem with these. Even in Minnesota, like in the winter, they do really good in the snow. My back axle, I've got an open shoulder tire on it. I got a Yokohama on there for a little bit better traction. And then on the front axle, I run a Bridgestone straight line tire. It almost looks like a trailer tire, but it's a drive tire. But yeah. Let's see. 2 for 1 says, is air monitoring a must-have for super singles? No, it's not a must-have. I mean, they're like duals. They lose a little pressure over time. Like, when you run them down a hot road, they'll go up, and then they'll lose a little bit. They'll go up, and they lose a little bit. My last set of steer tires, I ran nitrogen in those. And for the money, I wouldn't mess with it. I mean, honestly, it didn't do that much better. It didn't really do that much better. Honestly, I got a one of those inflators that's got the gauge on it. That's money. Get you one of those. Get you a chuck that holds to the valve stem, so you ain't got to sit there and hold it. hook that thing on a tire and just sit there and hold the button, release it. It'll tell you the tire pressure, and then I like to juice them about once a week if everything's normal. If nothing goes below like cold temperature. These things have been sitting here in the water, in this wet lot, so they've cooled down a lot. My steer tires are at 70 degrees right now, so they're as cool as they're going to get. So I juice them about once a week as long as everything's running normal. Keep them aired up about once a week. That's what I do on Sunday. If it's pretty on Saturday, sometimes I'll do it on Saturday, but most of the time that's kind of my Sunday morning routine. I'll get up, take the time, do like a hardcore pre-trip, get under the truck, like look at everything up and down, um, juice tires, really go through everything on a pre-trip, uh, you know. So that's just kind of how I do it. Now, a lot of times through the week, like this morning, it's raining out. I light the fires and kick the tires, and as long as nothing looks out of order, I put her in the wind. Colorado said my old truck had a Dynasis APU. The AC was useless. Yeah, I've heard some people like love them or hate them. Like I've heard it's love or hate with those things. Let's see. Which I've had love hate with tri-pack. When a tri-pack is working great and doing good, love it. When that thing starts breaking down and you need alternators and you need belts and you need fuel pumps and you need oil sensors, and you know what I mean, it wears on you, because it's like, when the thing breaks, you're idling the truck, so you got to go fix it. But it's just another thing you got to take time out of your day to go fix. But it's worth it. But it is another thing you got to deal with. Nevada Trucking and Trail says APU provides heat, correct? I know green APU does. I know I've used a bunk heater 3 times in my trucking career. Why I spec'd my truck without one? Most APUs just implement a bunk heater, a diesel-fired bunk heater. It's a simple setup. But yeah, for a couple $100, you can get those. I mean, I don't know like where you're at with it, but you can get those off-brand ones on eBay for like $400, and they're not that hard to install. If you know how to do a few things. They kind of run into your tank via your like your suction, for your fuel pump. They go in that same tube. They go down in there, so it's not a hard setup. Keller Italy says Thermo King APU is the best. I do like Thermo King. I like how Carrier is set up with the generator. Instead of just having an alternator, it's got an actual generator head on it. But if that thing goes out, it is expensive to fix. It is. Let's see. Loyalty Trucking says, how much miles do you have now? I'm at like 630,000, I think. Hang on a second, I can tell you. Come on, wake up, truck. 636. Oh, now it comes on. I knew if you open the door, the mileage pops up on these. 636 we're at now. 636. Just got a PM, just got a new air filter. Preventative maintenance and whatnot. Just got everything greased up real good. Loyalty, yeah, how many miles you have now? Yeah. Nevada Trucking and Trail says Thermo King competes with the Reefer units. Yeah. I mean, there's more places to get them worked on. One thing I've heard about the green APU is it's a lot of common parts, You can go to like AutoZone and get parts for it. So, if that's true, I like that. I do. Let's see. Colorado Bay says my Thermo King APU will freeze me out almost too much. Yeah, that's for true. Let me see. All right, so I got caught up on all the comments that I missed. Let's see. Yeah, my chat jumped. Shannon Thomas Shannon Thomas said, makes sense. Yeah, just last comment. Okay. Um, Intel is working on manufacturing chips for U.S. vehicle manufacturer, cars, and trucks. Yeah, one of the big automakers was going to build a chip plant. Not automakers, but auto parts. Maybe Bosch. I think it might have been Bosch was going to make a. They're actually building a chip plant. I was like, that's interesting. They're not known for chips, but hey, you got the money, you can build chips, I guess. Nick G said Nevada said happy anniversary and night, y'all. Got to pass out, okay. Yeah, if anybody wants to drop links, drop your links for everybody because I'm finna roll out of here. My voice is going a little bit. I don't want to wake up sounding like I went through puberty in the morning. Colorado B says, put a home window AC hanging out your passenger window, Cameroon. Yeah, no doubt. Put that Predator generator back there on the back. My only beef with doing that is like you got to deal with fueling the damn thing all the time. And to get a little diesel generator like that would fit on the back of your truck is like $3,800. Like you'd be almost just as well off just to go buy a used Thermo King, like because I don't want a gas generator. I don't want to have to buy another fuel. I already buy diesel and death. Excuse me. So yeah. Let's see. Nevada says no freeze loads. Shoot, just get yourself a wife. Thank you, brother. Okay. Yeah, the tire monitoring system. Yeah, get a good one. Get a good one. I went cheap. I just wanted to test them out, and I bought that one off eBay. It was like, yeah, that one was cheap. It was like $70. Just make sure you get them that go up on PSI because they make them for like U-Haul trucks and Penske trucks, box trucks types, and the PSI only goes up to like 100 PSI. For a truck, that's pointless. I mean, that's where you need to be starting at 100. Let's see. Colorado said my steer tires have a weird wear pattern, but lots of tread left. Should I ask them to replace it? It's like wavy looking. I don't know. Like they'll never come back. Depends on your company, but yeah, before you get the tires replaced, show a mechanic, like show a tire guy, and not like a Love's or like an actual tire alignment guy. Show him the wear pattern and let them, because they need to figure out what's going on with it. Tires should not wear like that. It may need shocks, or it might need alignment or something. But let them look at them before they replace them. That way they can tell what's going on and fix the problem. Because yeah, I would tell them to replace them. They can throw those on as trailer tires. Like they can get another gear out of them as trailer tires, but wouldn't want them on my steers because they're not gonna. Even if they fix what caused it, those tires will never go back. They'll just continue to wear weird. Let's see. Nevada says Colorado not looking to wave at the DOT. That's for sure. Just don't want a steer tire to blow out. Yeah. I would talk to them about replacing them. Just because honestly, it could be something simple that's just needs check your shocks real good. Make sure your shocks aren't leaking any kind of oil or anything. Take a rag or a paper towel or something, and if you've got some Windex, or I keep a little bottle of soapy water to check for air leaks, but take that and wipe the bottom part of the shock off. You've got the top part, and then you got the bottom part that goes up into the top part. Wipe that bottom part off, and if it's really oily, or really like if it looks like there's liquid on there and dirt stuck to it, you probably got a busted shock. could be, you know, that's what's going on. But clean that off real good and check and make sure you don't see any oil leaking on them after, you know, you ride down the road a little bit. You know, that can cause some bad tire wear. You know, check all your components. You know, make sure there's nothing missing or bent or broken. You know, check that type of stuff. Let's see. Nevada says yes. Colorado, if it's in the middle, improper situation, improper pressure. If it's outside where it's an alignment issue, yeah, for sure. You know, check your tire pressures. You know, make sure you at least got 100 psi in there, at least 100. You know, double check all components. Make sure you don't have any bent leaf springs or anything, you know, broken, like a leaf spring hanger. You know, make sure they're not bent or broken. You know, all these airbag suspensions on here and everything too. You know, my GPS thinks I'm talking to you. Hang on a second, let me turn that off. That thing was adjusting the volume and everything. What are you doing? Yeah, river wear. Yeah, improper tire pressure. Could be. Colorado B says it's the outside. Yeah, it could be an alignment. It could be, you know, they may have needed to have been rotated sooner. You know, I like to rotate my steer tires about every 50,000 miles. You can get that done at Love's for like $30. I mean, literally, they can jack the front end up, switch them out. You know, because the road, you know, leans to the right. You know, so the water can run off. So constantly you're kind of correcting to the left a little bit, you know, because the road's on a slant. So you're constantly correcting to the left a little bit. So that outer edge on the passenger side is always going to wear faster because you're just constantly mild correcting it. So if you switch those out, you'll get a lot more miles out of them. Let's see. Nevada says alignment needed. Shaking around 55. Yeah. Yeah, don't play with your steers, that's for sure. No, I just got this truck 3 weeks ago, new company. Yeah, I would let them know about it. You know, it could have been something the previous driver did, because like I say, even if they fix something, those tires are just going to keep wearing. Let them make the choice. You know, bring it up to them. Shun's in the house. DIY finds good price trucks. Max are bargains. Yeah, you know, he's bought 4 or 5 trucks from that one guy, you know, that one dealer. That's why I say, you know, like, find a dealership local to you and try to build a relationship there with one of the salesmen. You know, and you can tell them what your needs are, you know, and because, like, I bought a truck from MHC Nashville one time, and you know, I got a good relationship with that salesman down there. He's retired since then, but you know, when I was looking to upgrade that truck, you know, I told him, like, hey, here's what I'm looking for, and you know, he kept an eye out on it for me, you know, to make sure, you know, I could get in one at the price I wanted to get in. So it's always good to have a, you know, work with people over and over again, because you know they know you. Backwood says, do you enjoy trucking or hate it? I like trucking. I like the adventure. You know, I like the money. You know, I think the older I get, you know, like I'm trying to knock some goals down right now is the reason I'm working as much as I am. I think in a few years, you know, I'm trying to get this money right now, but in a few years, I got plans on you know, pulling back a little bit. I'm trying to, I got things going outside of trucking, you know. Even since the beginning, I've always had stuff outside of trucking going, you know. Always, you know, always have multiple irons in the fire as far as making money, in my opinion, you know. So, I like trucking though. It's one of those things, like I do enjoy it. It's frustrating at times, but you know, for me, it's a job that fits me well. It does. It fits me well. Let's see. Nevada says, love it. No freezer. Way to make a living, brother. Sorry, Cash. Not trying to take over chat. No, no worries. Love it or not. Freezer way to make. Okay. 2 for 1 says that was impressive when you opened that door. How much noisier it got, especially with 630,000. That's a quiet cab. Yeah. I will say, man, I've had Freightliners in the past. This is a 2016, and it does have what I haven't seen it on the build sheet, or I don't know how that, but someone told me that if the grill comes from the factory with the buttons for the front cover, the truck's probably got what they call the Arctic package on it, which means it's a little bit better insulated. I don't know how to prove that, but I will say this truck, it holds AC very well. It holds heat very well. And for a Cascadia, I think they build them a little better than they used to. I had a 2014 Cascadia. It was not as tight as this truck, but yeah, no, I'm pretty impressed with this truck. In the winter when the wind's blowing really hard, I can feel air like coming up beside the window right here. It's sometimes like when the wind's blowing into the driver door and I'm going down the road, I'll take my hoodie and I'll put it right here and I'll set my arm on the hoodie. But other than that, it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. Max Force in the house says, Nevada, I think see you literally in every trucking live chat. Yeah, that he got, he's out here doing it. He's moving and shaking, man. He's moving and shaking. He's growing a channel. It's good to check in on a lot of places. You learn a lot and you get your name out there. Like he's making moves. It says at Max Force, I get around. I support the trucking community from the drama to the inspiring. I'm just involved. Yeah, where is that? Yes, you do. There's no doubt. Yeah. Richard, good night. Thank you very much. Grafton has showed up. Grafton, very logical. Very logical. Colorado B, hit that thumbs up. Thank you very much. Yeah, we got 33 still hanging in here. Hit that like button for me if you could. We're about to wrap it up. I've been doing this 2 hours. I think I'm going to take a nap. I don't think this chicken load's going to be done till the early morning. I got a feeling. I'm like the black eyed peas. I got a feeling over here. Nevada says, pass the buck. Always let the company take the choice, but if you don't let them know, it's kind of on you. If they say run it and you say lay it down, at the very least, you can say I told you so. Yeah, there you go. Cover your ass. Great advice. Cover your ass. Yeah, always let your company know when your truck needs something as soon as it needs it. When you put off repairs, it costs more and possibly more downtime. So it does affect even the company driver. And safety's key, man. Safety's key. I'd park this damn truck right now if safety was an issue. Like, what's the point? Make a bunch of money and die? It ain't my thing. Ain't my thing. Oh, dang it, this phone. Come on, quit switching on me. I'm going to turn the auto rotate off on this one. Let's see. Nevada says, you can't catch me. Cash is king. Appreciate your channel. Yeah. Let's see. JJ says, good to see you live. Always have good trucking talks. Thank you very much. Appreciate compliments. Says, I had a question about VMTs. Do you have a recommendation on updating MSC 150 like December before the updated SMS score, or every 2 years? Yeah, I don't deal with MS 150s. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're adding vehicles or whatever, I'd just go ahead and update it. Yeah, that's more of a DIY question. He's more about running the authority. I'm just, like, I had my authority before, and that is the reason I don't like having authority. There is too much back office stuff to keep up with. Like, I like driving truck and moving freight, And I mean, I know that limits me, but at the same time, like, I don't want to do all that extra work. Let's see. Nevada says, hashtag damn it boy. Hunter P in the house. What's up, Hunter P? 100 pieces. I got my first ever level 1 in my 9-year career, passed with complete flying colors. Attaboy. Attaboy. I'm doing good. Hope everybody's well. I know you're doing good. You just flew through a level 1. That's the way you do it. Max Force says, I got my first level 1 as a trainee. Woo! Get you some of that. I'd have probably peed my pants if I got a level 1 as a trainee. I was thrown into the fire. That's for dang sure. Nevada's out of here. Thanks for stopping by, Nevada. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I'm about to get out of here. 100 pieces. Ouch, Max. Talk about fire pit. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Thanks all my moderators for coming in, for making good conversation. Thank you, Shannon Thomas, Nevada. Thanks everybody for being channel members. I appreciate that. Some good channel members. We got Big Dog Trucker 68 in the house. Thank you, Trucking with Gerald, for the $5 super chat. Big Dog Trucker 68 is a very, very generous gentleman. Gave me $20. Thank you very much. Thanks, Gary Bates, for stopping by. You the man. Who else was in here? Kelly Patterson, thank you very much. Barry was in here. Good people. A lot of good people. Thanks, everybody. Colorado B. I'm out of here. Smokehouse. We'll catch you later. Y'all have a good night.